Hey, what's up guys? I'm gonna unbox and review the new KQi3 Pro scooter. So let's take a look at this thing. I've already done the KQi2 Pro, which I really liked. So this comes with a 350 watt motor with a maximum power of 700 watts. Can go up to 20 miles an hour with an approximate range of 31 miles. Takes 6 hours to charge. It has front and rear disc brakes along with the electronic brakes. Maximum slope it can do is 20% and has 9.5-inch rubber tubeless tires. We get the power adapter. It is 100 to 240 volts, and this is the input type, as well as some manuals with some safety instructions, a whole bunch of them with illustrations, and a tire inflator extender and an Allen wrench with some screws. You can scan the QR code with your phone and it will take you straight to the app within the Play Store or the App Store. This is how you fold the scooter. You pull this up, push this down all the way, and this goes and clicks into place and you're good to go here. So you could, this is, right around here is the sweet spot. So not too heavy, it's okay. Not the lightest thing, but not too heavy. And then to pull it back up, you push this down, bring this up, holding it, and you're done. So getting into the controls, we have our back disc brakes and our front disc brakes, followed by our bell. And we have the throttle, so this is completely off and this is max throttle. You can see a little indicator here. And then we go into the controls. So you hold it to power on and it shows up in miles per hour. So the first mode is, this is the eco mode. You tap it once again, it goes to the sport mode. Tap it again, eco mode. If you want to do the walk mode, you have to tap this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it goes to the walking mode. To bring it back to the normal modes, you just tap it once and it goes back to the normal mode. I keep it on sport. When you initially get the scooter, you actually have to ride it 1 or 2 kilometers for it to let you get out of eco mode. Otherwise it won't let you go into the sport mode. Then if we double tap, it turns on the lights. We see the little indicator. And double tap again and it turns off the lights. Tap 3 times, goes to metric. Tap 3 times, goes to imperial. Hold it and it powers off. So you get the app, download it, turn on the scooter. If it doesn't connect, sometimes it connects, but if it doesn't, you just tap this little Bluetooth icon and it should connect pretty quickly. This is how you lock the scooter. So if I try to move it, it's a little hard to push and it beeps. And then unlock it, good to go. Now there's a riding record, which this thing is brand new, so I don't have much of anything. Riding statistics, 1 kilometer. I only rode it to unlock the sport mode, otherwise it will only be on eco mode, the e-save mode. So going to the settings, I actually got a firmware upgrade on this. Energy recovery is the regen brake, so when you put on strong, when you let go of the throttle, it will slow down much quicker. So it kind of acts as a brake and it also recharges the battery. So I kind of like it on the strong. Quick lock is, if I enable this, if I hold this for 5 seconds, it'll initiate lock mode without me opening up the app. But you do need the app to unlock it, so just as a heads up. So for safety purposes, I'm just going to turn this off just in case I don't accidentally lock it and then I realize my phone's not with me. Because you don't need the app to ride this thing. Cruise control I have off. Custom mode, this is when you can set your own mode to set your own top speed. I'm fine with the max top speed of 20 miles an hour, so good to go there. And unit of speed, I can change it either from the app if I click on save. Now the screen recorder is recording there, that's why it's kind of like messing up. Now let's get these tires pumped so we could take it for a spin. Starting off with the sidewalk. How bumpy is it if you ride on the sidewalk? Well, I would say it's decently bumpy. I'm not going to say it's terrible or anything, but it's decently bumping, and this is actually one of the reasons why I don't like riding it on the sidewalk. Another reason is there are obstacles which you need to avoid, like the fire hydrant. So I prefer riding it on the street. mostly in the bike lanes if a bike lane does exist. Granted, you do have to be very, very careful when you're riding on the streets. So it gets up to 20 miles an hour very quickly, so it does its advertised speeds. It also gets up to 22 miles an hour when you're going downhill. Now you'll notice I let go of the throttle here and I'm not holding the brakes, but because I have the regen brake set to a strong position, it's actually slowing down on a downhill. Now I'm gonna press the throttle just so I could pass the street, but essentially this thing will come to an almost complete stop. I mean, go slow enough up to, I should say down to 2 miles an hour where I can actually get off the scooter without touching the brakes on a downhill. So the regen brakes on this thing is actually real. It works very well. Now we get to the uphills, which is, let's just face it, for budget scooters, it's not the easiest thing for them to do. Now, most of them do take me uphill, but I do have to do this zigzag motion to kind of assist. And me being essentially a little over 200 pounds is not exactly helping the situation. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is that it feels like it has a more powerful motor. Now, overall, I'd say this is a very good scooter considering the price. Because of its build quality, it feels premium. It has the feel of a more expensive scooter. The acceleration is great, again, considering the power of the motor. The brakes are great, especially the regen. The fact that it slows down on a downhill pretty much shows how good the regen brakes are. And on top of that, you get front and rear disc brakes, so this thing will stop pretty quickly. Comfort wise, it's good. The pneumatic tires do help. It does not have a full suspension or anything like that, but I'd say comfort wise, it's pretty good. Screen is fairly easy to read as well. Highly recommend this thing for anyone looking for a budget scooter, and even the horse agrees. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.